used to be about who you knew. But the reality is the world has changed, and it's more important today who knows you, and even past that, who knows you and refer you. So there's this element of trust that exists. So I want to break down this concept because it's come up in several masterminds, several meetings I've been a part of, and conversations over and over lately. And I think for many of us, we think about who's in our phone. It used to be who's in your Rolodex, right? Like back then, all the connections, the followers, the people that you have really don't amount to anything if they don't know you well enough to refer you and what you do to the right clients. And if they don't trust you, they're probably not referring you today. This could be the number one thing holding you back from that next level of success in your sales. So look, I think back to when I was going to play college soccer and I was looking at many colleges. Coaches would come out, they would scout us, they would spend time with us. And I might know those schools. I might want to go to that big school. I might want to go and play somewhere because I know them. But did they know me? And did they know me well enough to know, did I fit into their program? Did I fit into their culture? Would I be somebody that contribute not just as a athlete, but as a student athlete? And you see, this is the same thing that we face today in business, is for many of us, we know a lot of people, right? If you look and you go through Facebook, you go through LinkedIn, Instagram, and all this, you might have acquaintances, you might have people that you know. But the challenge and that next level of success for you, your breakthrough, is on the other side of who knows you and who knows you well enough so that they could refer you when you're not in the room. I like to think of it this way. If there were people talking right now and they were looking for a mortgage, let's say, would they even think of you? Number one, that's branding, that's being present. But more importantly, number two, would they bring your name up and refer you in such a way that that trust factor was there, and they would even give proof? We talk about proof over promise a lot, which I'll talk to in just a minute. But think about this. You're not in the room, someone refers you. Do they refer you well? Do they bring up your name? Do they talk about what a great experience they had with you? And that is how you create this ripple effect. And all these referrals that you're looking for, I believe, already exist. They already exist in your database. They already exist in the people that you know, but we need to break through. And so today is going to be all about how do you break through the noise? How do you become someone that's referred when you're not even in the room? Well, the first step is you need a personal brand. You hear me talk about that a lot today. We're filming at Brand Builders Group, little plug for them. But I would tell you, if you don't have a brand today where you're omnipresent, you show up where your ideal avatar, your ideal customer is, they're not thinking about you. And so your brand needs to show up when you're not in the room. It needs to show up where they show up on social media platforms. I love LinkedIn. We just did an interview here with Josh Anderson, and we talked about LinkedIn. It is our ideal customer. People that are usually 30 to 40 years old, they've got kids, they're looking to buy real estate, they already own real estate. Where does your ideal client hang out? Is it in Instagram? Is it TikTok? Is it over on Threads? Is it Facebook? Do you hang out and are you building your brand in such a way with intentionality that they know who you are, what you do, and your story? You see, many of us skip over that last part, which is, do they even know your story? Why you do what you do? So just yesterday, I was coaching a newer loan officer in the business for a couple of years, and he started telling me his story. And he's unpacking this and telling about how his dad was in the mortgage business for 30 years and why he got into mortgage lending. And we started just to talk through like why he's doing this. And I said, man, do people know your story? I said, I feel like I know you from social media, but I don't know your story. And the way you just shared it with me, I'm now connected to you. I'm connected on a deeper level because I know what you've done to get to where you are and why you're doing what you do. I know who you are outside of the mortgage space. And so if you're not sharing your story, that could be a takeaway today, is do people know your story? And I don't mean you have to get all sappy and like super vulnerable and tell people all your darkest secrets. That's not it. But can you connect in a way that people know who you are, why you do what you do, and what makes you different? So build your personal brand. Number two, we need to show competence. I just believe in this world, we had a conversation yesterday with Brad Lee and we talked about mindset and skill set. This is the skill set component of this. Does your skill set actually have results? Do you have reviews? Do you have people that have given you accolades about what you've done? They could tell stories for you on your behalf. Are you telling stories about people that you've served and how you helped them solve a problem? Because you see, many times we'll see these stories, and as we share proof over promise, we'll actually see ourselves in someone else's story. That single mom that bought their first house, that couple that was trying to upgrade because they just had a newborn child, that family that wanted to create memories, and so they were looking for a lake house. These stories start to connect people, and you start to attract in and communicate and connect with, again, your ideal avatar and that customer. The third part I would share with you is your network today. How you're networking with people, how you're engaging, how you're showing up with value, how we build trust. I really believe it's very much like depositing money in the bank. You're depositing value. You're serving people before you've ever asked for anything. And so the third part to this is, are you showing up in rooms with people that you can serve? Are you volunteering? Are you speaking? I love doing podcasts and speaking events because every one of those is an opportunity for me to add value without really asking for anything. So if you do these three things, what I can promise you is you're going to start to accelerate not only your sales and your success in what you're doing, but the reps as you start getting in front of a camera, the reps of speaking in front of a group, the reps of posting on social media. That will help you get better. See, many of us, we have this fear of, well, am I posting enough? What should I post? Should I even post at all? And the reality is, until you get yourself off of the sideline that's self-imposed and you get in the game, you're going to sit by and be a bystander watching everybody else go through their life, achieve success. And I can tell you this, is most of them, if not all of them, they're not smarter. They're not necessarily gifted with something you don't have. What I found is hard work works. And so if we're going to win this game and we're going to build trust and we're going to start to really build our business intentionally, we need to build our brand. We need to make sure that we've got the skill set to back that up and the competence. And this last part about networking and letting people know who you are and serving them well before they even have a need, that's how you're going to continually be the one that's thought of, referred. And when you're not in the room, people are going to think about you. And they're not even just going to think about you. They're going to think about, that is the person I would trust if I sent a friend, a family member, or I did business myself. As you start to associate with people like that, think about starting to build your own circles of influence where people that are in financial services, real estate agents, insurance, all of these, especially for my mortgage friends out there listening, you start to build these collective groups and these kind of think tanks, and then you all can go out to the market together and serve people. That's how your impact's going to exponentially grow. You're going to create a brand that you're proud of. People are going to know what you do and trust you. And then your business is already going to be found in the people that you know. And it's not just who you knew. Now it's the people that know you, they like you, but more importantly, they trust you. So you start to look at your business today, do an audit. Just take a look today of where you are, where you can improve from those steps. They're simple and actionable. That's why we bring you these solo episodes, is it's things I'm going through in my own life or I'm coaching people to that have come up as a recurring theme. And I believe if it's true for a few people, like it has been in these conversations, it's probably true for you as well. Okay, till the next episode, guys, share this with somebody. Make sure you go online, leave us a review, 5-star rating, all of that stuff. We're really pushing to get more of those today so we get the word out and get what I believe is a valuable podcast that's real. And I'm sharing things that I'm learning myself with you so you can elevate your life. Guys, have a great rest of your day, and we'll catch you on the next episode.